Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am live and I'm just making sure that I'm all set up here. So give me some time so that I can see your comments. Welcome, welcome aboard. Sorry for those guys that have been waiting. I was dealing with a lot of things in the morning. It was a very busy morning, and regardless, I'm here. Hello, everybody. This is twinflameunion. Some of you know me as Vinita Kumar as well, and we are live. I'm just gonna wait for a few people to hop on before I begin my topic. And today's topic is everything about past life. You guys can definitely comment in the comments. I should be able to see the chat. I've got my laptop here, so then the chat is not going to be crazy, which always seems to be the case. It just comes and goes on my device, so on my iPad, so this is easier for me to just kind of see your questions, so you guys can jot in any questions. And of course, it's always nice to see where everybody is tuning from. I appreciate you all for joining me on a Sunday. For some of you, I know you guys are tuning in from other parts of the world, so let me know where you guys are tuning from. It's always nice to know who is tuning from where. And also, I just want to say that your questions here is going to be not showing up when it actually plays in a replay. This is live, but just to let you know that that's not going to be the case. So you guys can definitely ask me questions. I'll try not to say names to just kind of keep you guys anonymous. If you guys want to share some of your past life experiences and stuff like that. Can you predict my future? Not necessarily. I don't think anybody can. And I know that a lot of people feel that when they are booking in with readers and healers and stuff like that, they'll say something about their future, this and that. Your future is not something that actually anybody can predict. And you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on readings. You will never get the full prediction. Who can predict your future? It's going to be only you. You will only know your own insights. You'll have an idea. It helps to have a reading. I've done that many times as well, where I've actually had my own predictions and then I've confirmed that in a reading. So this is the best way that the spirit works. Your own intuition is really going to give you the best insights. And I don't want to I do this for a living as well, so I don't want to give you guys false hopes that people can predict future. If that was the case, then a lot of people that have had readings, it doesn't matter whether it's palm readings or astrology reading or tarot cards or psychic readings, whatever they have predicted would have come true. And in some cases it sort of does, but it's very rare that you will find something that people will predict accurately. And especially timelines are really, really off, because these things are meant to be this part of your soul journey. So timelines are never accurate. People can give you an idea intuitively when you guys are opening a session and are in a reading, that will kind of give you an idea. And all these people that are there that are reading something, they're actually reading energy. That's what it is, because everything is energy, and whatever questions you have, whatever ideas you have, whatever is going on in your life is what they will pick up on, and that's what they give you. So really, if you know psychically how to tune into your own inner intuition or your inner voice, or whatever psychic abilities you have, those are your best ways to know what's happening. But yes, readings do help. I'm not going to say they don't, because I know that in my case, whatever intuitions that I had, whatever predictions I had, I've always used readings as a confirmation to just know that those are all accurate. So readers do actually read some things accurately. So I hope this answers your question. Um, hello. I am well, thank you. I'm a little tired. Yesterday I did a fundraiser event. It was for a cancer fundraiser event, and it was a lot of work putting it together. I've been working on it for a month, and then yesterday was the live event. So I'm very, very tired from that. We collected $1,642 yesterday, so that was really, really good. I do have a link for those that want to actually donate. It is for Canadian Cancer Association, but having said that, it's worldwide. My aunt started one in New Zealand, and she's been doing it for years, and it's inspired me to do something more. I mean, I do a lot for the community. I do a lot for the world too. I'm a regular donor at Red Cross as well as BC SPCA, which is just here in Canada. BC SPCA, it's associated with animal cruelty and stuff like that. So I really, really try to make a difference. That's what my soul calling was, as a teacher, as a healer, to come in this world to do something big. And I'm trying my best to keep it going. And yesterday I started a momentum. I believe I shared my pictures on my social media places so you guys can have a look, especially Facebook, because I can upload more pictures there in my Facebook public page. You guys can see some of the extra pictures that I had, and yeah, it was a good turnout, but I am super exhausted, so hence why I'm a little bit late today coming on here. So yeah, yes, I am a healer. Have you ever heard of Vedic astrology? Yes, I've done that. I'm not an astrologer. I love astrology as a topic, but I've had many readings done in the past. Are they accurate? Not really. I didn't find none of those really pertaining to accuracy of what type of reading that I received, but I still find them fascinating. So, but it is, I mean, for those that know Vedic astrology or astrology in general, astrology is the same. It doesn't matter whether it's Vedic or it's people that are doing it in the other communities, other races. It's the same thing. It's just that they have different names. It's the same idea. So yeah, they are very fascinating. What else? Okay, somebody's from, I don't know that flag. Is that, looks like Pakistan. I'm gonna say hi if that's what it is. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go into your question. I have a client that sent me a question, and I think that it actually is really, really helpful to get into this particular question that she wrote that's pertaining to this particular topic. I thought that it was really, really on point, and I'm gonna actually talk about that. I live in Canada, so that's where you guys are tuning from. Some of you don't know the exact coordinates, so I'm just gonna say I'm very close to Vancouver, Canada, so everybody knows where Vancouver is. So, all right. So the question that I got, I'll just start that and get that out of the way. I don't know if she's joined in yet, but hopefully you'll see the replay here of this. Okay, so her question was, we had many lifetimes together before. Why did we have such tragic endings? Is that how we wanted them to be? Did we know we were twin flames then, or we weren't awake and were a regular couple? So I'm gonna go back to, I mean, I have a very vast community of twin flames because that's what I am, a twin flame teacher. So these, I mean, I attract more twin flame people than just the regular people from the spiritual community. Although this is very generic topic because, as you know, past life is if you've had spiritual awakening, if you've had some sort of insights in terms of your awakening, you know that you have had past lives before. And the way that it works is that some people will understand past lives as the fact that it's been talked about in the spiritual community, or it's been is something that they have an understanding of in however way that information came in whatever shape or form. And there's others that have actually had some downloads from them. So regarding your past life, or you've done some past life healing or your past life work or something of that nature. Not First of all, I just want to say that when we came into this lifetime, we had automatically we were born with soul amnesia. And that is the case for pretty much everybody that is living a human experience in this lifetime. The reason why being is because your soul did not think that it is relevant for you to remember things in this lifetime. And this is why your friends and family will never, they even if they understand or believe that fact that they've had past lives, they would not know what that is. They don't have any specifics about it because it's not in their soul contract to know about it. Or in a nutshell, your soul has blocked that part. And if you guys know anything about souls, it doesn't matter what religion you are having a faith in, you know that your soul will never die, right? That's the higher self, that's the God, the universe, whichever way, shape, or form that you feel is the situation. So in that case, what ends up happening is when people are here, they are not born with that knowledge that whatever, they have no idea what lives they lived. They have no idea what happened in the past life, and there was a reason for it. It's for protection. It's you imagine if you remembered many things that happened in your past life, and some things are not good, some things are good. So imagine if you had to, logically recall everything that has happened. And if that's the case, then that would be a lot for your soul to think about, right? I mean, you're trying to live a lifetime here with lessons and experiences and so forth. Imagine all the other lifetimes that you are trying to, also figure out what the lessons are, what it's trying to teach you, and so forth. So this is why your soul, and it did this automatically to everybody that was born, and that is that they decided to not have you recall that. However, having said that, there's many people that have recollection of their past lives. I posted a video, a movie that not so long ago in the YouTube community, as well as my other social media places, about a movie that was called Yesterday's Children. And this woman, she basically had unfinished business with her children, so she decided to, when she was reincarnated, she could recall everything to the T. And I read up a lot about her afterwards. I watched her documentary on YouTube, that sort of thing. And it was very fascinating to see that some of the things that she knew as a child from her past life, she could remember it very vividly. So, and there's many cases like that is there for people that have unfinished business that they need to sort out, and that's why they remember some of their aspects of their past life, and they are trying to sort that out in this lifetime. So this is no different when it comes to people that are awakened spiritually, meaning that people that need to work or do some sort of past life healing in order to balance the karma from that lifetime to this lifetime. And again, karma is not something that you are reaping the rewards of, uh, like the way that sometimes people say, oh, karma will get to them or this and that. If this was the case, then we will have lots more happening with people that are doing things bad. Sometimes karma that is created in this lifetime is not paid off in this lifetime, and there's a reason for it, is because karma is actually very, very different. It's karma that was things that you needed to balance and I actually wrote a article on that, things that you needed to balance from that lifetime that needed to be sorted out in this lifetime. So that's the thing that you guys are here as well, is to balance the karma. And let me know, for those that have done some guided meditations on YouTube that are free regarding past lives, whether it's Akashic reading or it's past life regression. Let me know if anybody's had actually any good results with it, meaning they actually saw visions of things that that was pertaining to their last life or their past life or whatever have you. Because I'll tell you one thing, these meditations are there on YouTube, but none of them actually gave anybody that I know of any good results where people could actually go that deep enough to do some sort of past life. They can see visions and stuff like that. It doesn't work that way. So, I mean, they do receive a lot of views, and people just go in there because they think that they can actually go in that deep. It doesn't work that way. Unless you've worked with healers that actually take you there, it's really, really hard to get downloads. And I know that for my own healing, I've got when I go and book in with healers and I've done my past life work, I've got insights, and then a few years later I was still getting insights from it, meaning that I was still getting downloads. So that is very common, and I always tell this to my clients when I take them into their past life, that sometimes they receive downloads as well from the aftermath, the post healing, right? So that is very, very common as well. So you may get additional downloads or insights, all those kind of things, because your ability to sense or know is open, and your soul will not tell you if anything is not relevant to you. So if you've ever had a past life reading where somebody will say, oh yeah, you were a princess or a prince in past life, they have no relevance in your healing. So those are just all fluffy things that people say in a reading, just so that that makes you feel better. But unless you've actually gone in there and seen it for yourself, experienced it, it's not going to be the same thing. So whenever you guys are doing some sort of past life work, I always advise to know a little bit about the healer that's facilitating it, as well as try to see how they are facilitating it, because if they're doing a reading, it's not the same thing. The only way you will know what actually happened is when you actually physically re-experience that. Can you see past lives and dreams? Sometimes you can, because your dream, when you are asleep, then your ego mind is not there as a gatekeeper to block any kind of insight that needs to be told. So your higher self, your soul, will give you a little bit more insight, because your subconscious mind, which is your higher self, your soul, never sleeps, right? So when you guys are actually sleeping, your ego mind is at rest, then it allows you to give it allows them to give you some insights. So your dreams would be more accurate when it comes to past life stuff, as opposed to getting a reading. Don't waste your money on getting readings done regarding past life stuff. I know there's some readers that will claim that. It's not going to be ever accurate in that sense. So and for those that believe in soulmates and twin flames, I will explain that your soul, people that you have soul connection with, definitely you've had past life with them. And your soulmates are not necessarily just romantic based. It could be your pets, it could be your parents, it could be your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your best friend. It could be anything of that nature. So you've had actually past life before with them, and this is why you have some sort of soul connection with them. It really sounds nice and fluffy when people talk about hello. Somebody says that you that you have some sort of like past life and this and that, or this person is my soulmate, because anybody that has soul connection with anybody, they are here to give you more lessons than anybody else that is not giving you that lesson, like meaning that there's going to be lots of karmic relationships as well that you'll come across, and karmic relationships do give you soul lessons, but the deeper level of lessons is really with anybody that you've had the soul connection with, which leads me to talk about twin flames. So when twin flames are here, they've lived a few lifetimes, not just one lifetime. They've had a lot of history with each other. And for those that don't understand anything about twin flames, they are one soul that was split into two different souls, and then later on they incarnated many lifetimes. Sometimes they incarnated together, and sometimes they incarnated separately. So, but in this lifetime, of course, if you are a twin flame in a twin flame journey, you know that you have a twin flame, and they do exist. Whether you've met them physically or not, it doesn't matter. Whether they are in embodiment or not, it doesn't matter, because you know that they exist, you know that you feel them, that sort of thing. So they do actually exist, right? Sometimes some twin flame connections, hello, they know each other, and then one of them passes away. So then now they're in the spirit world. One twin flame is in the spirit world, and the other one is here in this world. So there's many connections like that. So this is no different. What I'm trying to say is that twin flames do have many lifetimes that they've had before. So which leads me to the question that this particular client is asking, and I'll repeat the question again for those that are joining in. We had many lifetimes together before. That is true. I already covered that. And that is just talking about twin flames, because of course she's a twin flame, so she's in a twin flame journey. But having said that, it doesn't matter for those that are even in a soulmate connection, you know that you've had past lives with them as well. Why did we have such tragic endings? The reason why she's asking this is because she's actually done some past life work with me, and she's seen some tragic endings in her story. And this is why I really, really encourage people that are in a twin flame journey, or even some sort of deep soul connection, to do past life work, because whatever you're experiencing is a remnants of past life, meaning that there is a story that started in past life, and when you come into this lifetime and you're having some sort of relationship issues or situationship issues, it's because there is this situation that has happened in past life, and there is a history there, a long history. And because karma was created then, you guys are here to balance that karma. So why is it that in these kind of lives there's been some tragic endings? Is because that's the way. And she's asking, is this how we wanted them to be? And that is what it is. It's you, even in this lifetime, your soul has already prescripted a lot of things that you're experiencing, because your soul wanted to have specific experiences here in a human form. And that also pertains to people that had been murdered, or they've been assaulted, or if they've had diseases, like these are all the experiences that you wanted to experience in your lifetime. And everything is according to a script. But also, there's another aspect of that, is because even when you are living all these situations, you're also attracting a lot of that stuff. Like whatever is happening in the inner reality is a reflection of the outer reality. So that is another thing that also happens to many. I don't want to not discredit that information, because that's true as well. So it's a combination of all of that. And then she goes, did we know we were twin flames then? In the past lives that I have done on my own journey with my twin flame, as well as facilitated people as a healer, I'm gonna say that they didn't know that that was the case. Let me know if anybody knew that they were twin flames in past life, meaning that in that lifetime you guys knew, you and your twin flame, that you guys were actually twin flames. Because the twin flame concept is only pertaining to this lifetime. A lot of karma that was created in the past life, we decided as twin flame community to bring some changes in the world. We decided to make a difference, and this is why we know that in this lifetime we are in a twin flame journey. In the past lives that we've been, we never knew that we were actually twin flames. But in this lifetime, a lot of karma is supposed to be balanced, and this is why you have that understanding or that awakening as a twin flame, that you are here in this lifetime as a twin flame, including your counterpart. And then she goes to, because there was different parts of it, so I'm trying to explain it. Answer. Did we know we were twin flames then, or we weren't awake and were a regular couple? I kind of answered that question, that we were not awake, and this is why we were just a regular couple in those lifetimes. So that was a paragraph question that she had asked, but she had asked in a few different ways, and I wanted to make sure that I had covered it well. And that was a very, very good question that she asked. She knew that I was doing this live, so she decided to send me an email, and I'm here to just answer any other questions that you guys have regarding past lives, or anything regarding twin flame journey, or any kind of spiritual connection question that you have. Because that, I always say to everybody, if you want to know things about your past life, get the experience. And then this leads me to the next part of the topic, and that is that people will not see past lives as like a movie, right? You won't ever see visions of things as like a movie either. Even if you're clairvoyant, like if you're clairvoyant, meaning that you have the ability to see things, you will only see things in bits and pieces, and a lot of those you will never understand what that is until you use your other senses of the clairs. There's about 12 clairs that you can just kind of gather information and get the idea, and not all the time it's going to be crystal clear on what is being shown to you, unfortunately. So take some time with it, and this is why working with healers is really, really important, because you really the healer is there to make sure that they create a safe space for you, and the healer is a conduit that will take you from this lifetime and travel you into that lifetime, and then you get to experience things in a way that just reliving that experiences, or just knowing. Sometimes people don't see things, like a video or whatever. Sometimes they get a sense of feeling, sense of knowing. Any of those will give you insights. And when I do a past life work, it's a 2 hour session for the clients, and I actually take them into multiple lifetimes. It's not just one lifetime, so I have the ability to take them not just in one lifetime. I do it a few times, and first time they go in, they hardly ever see anything. The second time, like, it just kind of goes, and they're exhausted by that time because it's a lot of work. But it's a lot of work for me to hold the space for that long, to ensure that they are able to see things. But one thing is for sure, that your soul will not show you things that are not relevant to you in this journey. It's going to always show you things that you are meant to see or know, when it comes to your particular type of healing, whatever healing that you are doing, whatever issues that you have that you need to work on. And I do it in a different way. I've done I do money clearing, so that's again going back into past life and sorting out all of that stuff. I do womb clearing. Womb clearing, it starts with their mom, and then their grandparents, and then just even in their past lives, whatever pertains, because we don't know what your soul wants you to heal on. And of course, the past life regression, which is going straight into the past lives, whatever that is. And then there's Akashic record clearing as well, which is again not a reading. You go into a library where it's a metaphysical library that has all the information that you need from that library. So you pick a book from there and you open it, and you get to see what needs to be shown in that book. So that's how these are the things that happen. Try not to waste your energy on free guided meditations on YouTube. You will not receive any insights from there. Nobody has, unless you can tell me that you have. I'm gonna say that nobody that I know has actually ever received any, and I've tried them many times just to see. So I've tried them all, and it's a waste of your time. You're better off getting some sort of other type of meditations. Like the meditations that I have on my channel are very, very particular, and they do give you lots of downloads. You are better off doing those meditations. If you have money issues, there is a money clearing meditation. It's really, really powerful, and you can read the comments that people have in there, because you'll see that people are getting some good results out of that, right? Time is precious, and especially if you guys are trying to do some sort of healing or clearing, this is one of the best ways to do it. The reason why I've not put a past life meditation on my YouTube or an Akashic is because I need to make sure that the people that I take in to places like that, they are actually I'm a conduit. Like I said, I keep them safe, and it's things that they find that are very, 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 very different. And I don't want to just have a guided meditation where it's free, and then not only you're not getting any results, but you're not being taken care of during the time when you are doing that kind of travel. I don't even know if I put a generic one, would it actually even give any kind of results to people, because it's probably no different than anybody else that's got their meditation on YouTube regarding that. So it's very, very important that you guys are making sure that you do your research, whoever you are trying to book with, as well, right? It's really, really important. And another thing that I want to say is that history will repeat itself, meaning that if you find that your life is in a certain way that it's living, chances are that there is a reason why you're reliving this situation over and over again. And it's very, very common, because when past life, you will see that the same patterns have been. And then in this lifetime, of course, you have the same pattern. So which means that you've done this type of scenario, this type of life, this type of problems, this side of issues in past lives as well. And the reason why your soul will do that to you is so that you can heal and clear those aspects in the way that it is supposed to be. So this is the reason it's very, very particular on giving you some sort of repeated soul experience. And the simple reason is so that you have that awareness that there's something wrong and you need to fix that. Fix that in the sense where you release some of the karma that's created with it, or heal in a certain way. Your soul is very, very smart and it knows how to give you insights like that. This is why I don't agree on readings and stuff like that, because those are all fluffy things that gives nothing important to you, right? What else do I want to cover here in past life? You guys will pay attention to your dreams, and if you feel that sometimes things that you are dreaming about doesn't make sense, especially if it's a lifetime that you don't recognize, chances are that you are actually living a past life, reliving that experience. And the moment that you wake up, or when you remember bits and pieces about that dream, definitely write them down. Anybody here that has got any dream insights from their past life? Anybody here that has any sort of experience? Do you guys want to share? Let me know. I always like to see if there is anybody that in this group that's watching, whether you guys have had any situations like this. Any questions that anybody has, do put them down in the chat. I know that the chat is a little quiet right now. Nobody's actually saying anything. Hopefully whatever I have said has made sense to you guys regarding past lives. What else do I want to mention? There's not much else that I have, because it was a shorter live that I have. I don't believe I have any questions here. I'm just going to quickly look at some of the past questions that I have, if there's anything that anybody has regarding past life. Yes, this is a really good one, actually. Okay, I'm glad that I actually looked here. Is it possible to hear your twin speak something in their language in your dream, although that language is totally foreign to you and you somehow intuitively know what they are saying? This is a perfect question that was asked in one of my comments, and whenever you whenever you see some sort of foreign language that is not familiar to you, or even your twin flame is talking to you in a foreign language that is not known to you or your twin flame in this lifetime, this is past life. 100% guaranteed. I know that in the Akashic, the first time that I did an Akashic record session, there was, when I opened the book, it was the language that I saw was Hebrew, and I didn't even know what Hebrew looks like, Hebrew language, right? It was so ancient, but I knew that it was Hebrew intuitively, and I got all the insights from there. And that's a perfect question for some of you that are doing your past life, because especially if you're doing Akashic. Reason why I'm saying that is because in Akashic, you're going to have different kind of languages that will be presented to you when you are doing your Akashic records. It's not going to be in English or in your own native language, whatever you are accustomed to. It's because it's pertaining from other lifetimes, and whatever language you spoke in that lifetime is what that language will be in that book. It's so fascinating when it's like that. It will also show you, even if you don't know or see it as languages, you'll still know that there is another foreign language that is talking in, right? Like you'll just know, even if you do, if the book is blank, you if the simple knowing is going to be a indicative that it's what it is. Another thing is that people, when they go into their past lives, they see outfits, different kind of outfits, like ancient outfits, right? Like especially people that were, in the Europe, they will see, if especially they, they will see themselves in gowns and robes and stuff like that, and that also will give an idea that that is from a past life. So yes, the languages, if you see in a different language, but for some reason, however way, your soul, like I said, knows how to help you decipher whatever messages that needs to come forward. It's so particular, and it will do that. So let me see if there's any others. Okay, so that was one more question that was from past life. And this kind of wraps up my live. I'm gonna have a shorter live today because I actually have plans later on, and unless you guys have any other questions that you want to ask, I mean, this is the time to do it because my sessions are not cheap, and I started to do these type of lives for you guys so that you can have one-on-one with me, and you can ask any questions that you have regarding these kind of things that are journey related. So this is why I started doing it monthly. I try to take some time out of my busy schedule to give you guys a live. So if there is anything that you guys want to tell me or even share an experience, do so, and I'll answer it before I go. But if there is nothing else, I'm gonna call it a day here just because I have a few things on the go, and I'm gonna join you guys in another live session next month. If you guys have any topics that you guys want me to discuss in the live, let me know. I will definitely do this. This was actually a viewer's request, because I had done a YouTube video on past lives, one of my recent ones in the pep talk, and I know that they wanted me to do a live one because they wanted to get insight. So I listened to everybody's requests. And for those that do not know how to grab my information, you can Google Vinita Kumar Twin Flame on the Google search bar, and all my information will be listed there, where I am. I have I have a website, I have like YouTube channel, everything will show up there. All the social media links will show up as well, so you guys can follow me. And as usual, I do give free coaching sessions in from time to time. Last week I had announced, or was it this week? Today is Sunday, right? So I think it was this week maybe, where I announced the winner for a free coaching session. So I do that time to time. So it is a good idea to follow me because you guys can get a really good coaching session. And you guys are lucky because nobody else gives that kind of coaching sessions as I do. And I've taken a few. So my coaching sessions are very, very powerful and very insightful. And with that, this was Twin Flame Union, and have a blessed day, all of you. Take care.